welcome back. It is day 7 and it's pouring outside. Well, there, not really that, but so we decided not to get up on the mountains because obvious reasons, I guess. There's supposed to be some thunderstorms today, and yeah, the weather is kind of shitty, so we just kind of crouch down in our tents and wait for it to get over. The next few days are supposed to be really good weather, so we'll hit the road then. Now, what do you do on this rainy kind of day? Well, I thought I'd just start kind of tips and tricks for long distance cycling with Oli, because otherwise this vlog is going to be pretty boring. And yeah. Alright, trick number 1. Bring enough warm and wind blocking clothes. Right now I'm wearing 4 layers, and that's t-shirt, my normal jacket, a down feather jacket and my rain jacket, also gloves, because it can get really cold in areas like coastal, on a plane, in the mountains or things like that. So bring enough clothes, even probably a little bit more than you should bring, because you can never be too warm in an environment like this, and if it rains and you don't have enough gear with you, you're pretty much screwed.
In the streets, we got drones overseas, we got cracks in the system and they started showing up, and the news is in cahoots. Why they trying to cover
up? Right, tip number 2. There are 3 different ways to survive the first 3 days. You either bring a very comfortable saddle with you, you have biking shorts, like something that is padded and that'll protect your buttocks, or you power through the first 3 days and it's gonna hurt. You are warned, so I usually do the third option and just ride through it and struggle with the pain, because I can't get myself to switch saddles before or bring some extra clothes for that, but it's going to hurt. You get accustomed to it after the first 3 days, but the first 3 days are going to be a literal pain in the ass.
And I step in the ring, put the world on my back, steady throwing punches till it's all in the past, trying to kill it.
Tip number 3. Download offline maps, so you can navigate through spaces where even when you don't have Wi-Fi. I got an app called Here We Go, which allows me to download maps for free, so I got basically now for the whole of Canada downloaded. I got the whole USA, Germany, Sweden, and I think I had Denmark too, just to be sure. I got a phone with enough space, so that's okay, and it allows me to navigate through spaces where I don't have Wi-Fi. Even when I'm outside in the woods, the GPS usually works pretty good. In addition to Here We Go, I also got bike route maps. Let's see what it's called. It's called Bicycle Routes, and that allows you to buy maps for the specific route you got. I bought 2 for the Great Divide on that where we're going. So yeah, that way you can see nearest campgrounds, bike stations, food shops and all of that. But Here We Go is basically the essential app for all of my traveling nowadays.
We all trying to find a better place to live. I could paint a landscape with music.
Alright, tip 4. And this one hits home close because this one happened to me last year in 2018. If you get knee problems while biking, change your saddle position. I bought a knee brace last year because I thought that would help. It helped for about a couple of days, max a week, and it'll get you a little bit further, but that's really the end situation where you really need to get to a destination. Change your saddle position. Frequently just higher it a little bit, but also things like tilting it, moving a little bit forward or backward, or currently maybe even lower it a bit. Changing your saddle position will allow you to change your paddling, and that will allow your knees to change their position, because a lot of people tend to move them inwards to get strength from there, and that can lead to knee problems, and that will screw up your whole trip. So change your saddle position if you notice that you get knee problems.
I don't mean to make shit bleak, but to make change, gotta know the problem underneath. Spread love in our home. blowing to this.
Alright, tip number 5, and this one is probably the most important one. Granola bars will get you through any trip. I always keep a bunch of them in my handlebar bag, and you can always be sure that other people, if you aren't biking alone, other people will come and they will want some of you, so keep more than you want for yourself. But yeah, these ones have gotten me through pretty tough situations where food has gotten short or something like that. These are the extra kick you need to get to your destination, and yeah. Tip number 6. You always want to wash your stuff right after you go to the next shower. That doesn't include things like your trousers or jackets or something like that, but things like t-shirts, your underwear or socks, you always want to wash directly after you use. You go to the shower, you wash it in the sink, and you just put it over your bike rack to dry. If it's sunny outside, if it looks like this, yeah, well then probably not so much, but if it's sunny outside, put them over your bike rack, and you always have one at hand if you need them. And yeah, that way you can survive a whole bike trip with just 2 pairs of underwear.
Lost a couple legends last year, moment of silence. Bowie in the skies, I hope he rooting for my shit. Carry you a queen, been crushing.
Alright, tip number 7. Be aware of the local wildlife. We met a pretty cool dude yesterday named Claude, who told us that the wolf we met wasn't a wolf because of paws, I don't know. Somehow he saw it, and yeah. I mean, we were scared as shit anyway, but be aware of what lives around you. We have this squirrel here that I call Joffrey, but as soon as we weren't looking, that fucker was sitting here on our table. And yeah, you don't want to get caught with bears around your stuff, so we always put our stuff up in that tree back there when we aren't in camp or are asleep. So yeah, also abide by the rules that the rangers and state parks around you set up, because those will probably help you in a situation like that, so you don't have bears and squirrels. I don't know which are worse, but I've never seen a bear on my tent or on my table here, so be sure to check out what's around you.
Rising up like the sun, I'ma ride for the change, I'ma fight for the love. Sat down to write this and I laced on my gloves, and I step in the ring, put the world on my back. Steady throwing punches till it's all in the past. Trying to kill a couple words like hate, ignorance, doubt. Send a knockout to the words that really taking us down. I believe in the people, I don't believe in the wedge. They trying to drive in between us, that ain't what it really is. With everything that has occurred within a year, sometimes I feel like something has to give.
But yeah, that's about it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow when we are heading off to Banff. Bye bye.